What if I told you the most powerful trade relationship in the world is on the verge of collapse again? But this time, it's different. Tariffs are skyrocketing, supply chains are snapping, and two economic superpowers are locked in a financial fight that could shake the entire world. Stay with me, because in this video, we'll break down the real reasons behind the 2025 escalation in the U.S. China trade war, reveal who's actually winning, and expose the unexpected players benefiting in the shadows. Stick around till the end because the global consequences, they go way beyond just China and the US. This might just affect your job, your wallet, and our future. In 2025, things have gone from tense to explosive in the ongoing US-China trade war. The US under Trump's second term has slapped a jaw-dropping 245% tariff on a wide range of Chinese imports. China? They're fighting back hard, banning Boeing jets, launching counter-tariffs, and even restricting exports of critical tech minerals like tellurium and tungsten, elements vital for making everything from smartphones to guided missiles. This isn't just a political feud, this is a full-blown economic war. So who's really taking the hit? The US may have the upper hand on paper. China exports far more to the US than vice versa. But look closer. US consumers are already seeing higher prices. American farmers are losing access to huge Chinese markets. And US tech companies, they're scrambling to replace critical Chinese minerals. On the other side, China is absorbing blows too. But they've been planning for this. They're pivoting to Europe, Africa, and Southeast Asia. They've built global trade routes under the Belt and Road Initiative, and they're increasing self-reliance in tech and energy. Here's where it gets strategic. While the US plays hardball with tariffs, China is playing chess. In the last 5 years, China increased exports to Southeast Asia by 12% and to Europe by 8%. They've deepened ties with Africa and Latin America, offering infrastructure, trade, and financing. If the US cuts itself off, China won't just sit still, they'll sell more elsewhere. And guess what? Europe and Africa might get cheaper deals as China diverts trade from the US. The world is watching and realigning. The United States isn't backing down either. Washington's strategy? Well, it's to bring manufacturing back home, shift supply chains to India, Vietnam, Mexico, and pour subsidies into tech and agriculture. But can it work? Rebuilding an industrial base takes years and costs billions. While China moves quickly through state-run investments, the US system is slower, but potentially more innovative. And then there's the American consumer, already squeezed by inflation, job volatility, and rising costs. There are some surprising players benefiting from this chaos: Vietnam, India, and Mexico, all seeing surges in foreign investment as companies move out of China and diversify. But global tech firms, however, are caught in the middle, especially those reliant on rare minerals, semiconductors, or buy components from either side. And investors? They're eyeing energy raw materials and emerging markets for the next big pivot. What we're seeing might be more than just a trade war. Honestly, it's the fragmentation of globalization itself. Countries are creating regional trade blocs, and companies are diversifying supply chains like never before. Plus, global powers are, well, weaponizing economics as a form of diplomacy. We're entering an era where national security and economic strategy are merging. If this war escalates further, expect more inflation, more geopolitical tension, and possibly a bifurcated world economy, where countries are forced to choose a side. But, there's still room for strategy, negotiation, and resilience. The real winners. They'll be those who adapt fast, diversify smart, and think globally, while acting locally. The US-China trade war isn't just an economic battle, it's a glimpse into the future of world power. So, what do you think? Will China dominate new markets? Can the US rebuild its economic edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I read them all. And if you found this video helpful or eye-opening, just hit that like button. Subscribe for weekly deep dives into global economics, politics, and future trends. And share this with someone who still thinks the trade war is just about tariffs. Oh, and a little teaser for next week. We're diving into how China's new Silk Road through Africa could change the global economy forever. You do not want to miss it. Next, how China's Belt and Road is reshaping the world. Or take a deep dive into the collapse of global supply chains explained.